Okay, to start day 28 of this 30-day manga challenge, the challenge asks what's the best horror manga, and for me, that has to be 𝔼𝕟𝕛𝕚𝕚. Now, the story, 𝔼𝕟𝕛𝕚𝕚, isn't super dark or gory or anything close to it, I don't think, but it is extremely uncomfortable. Like, the core concept creeped me out, but it still kept me entertained enough to read it to its end. And to be fair, I just want to warn you guys, this story is for mature readers, as there is some frames of nudity in it, and of course a lot of gore. But if you look beyond that, 𝔼𝕟𝕛𝕚𝕚 is it's a really good story, like just in a really messed up way. I won't say too much about it, but at its core, 𝔼𝕟𝕛𝕚𝕚 is about a guy who has a nerdy friend who serves this woman who is basically a mix between a vampire and a witch and whatever, right? So she talks about being hungry and whatever, and so the nerdy guy would always go like pretty much take his bullies and people that he didn't like to the woman so that she could kill them and drink their blood, like through their heart or something like that. It's been a while since I read it, but oh gosh. But anyway, so this nerdy guy, I think he either tries to befriend the main character or something happens, or the main character is friends with the bullies that bully the nerd kid. Either way, everyone gets bodied, right? But the woman ends up making the main character her familiar or something. And yeah, so in this story, there are more women like this main woman in the story, and they're all like these little vampire witches, and they all have these familiars, and these familiars are basically children, and they're made into these monster pets and vampire hybrid monster pet things, and these witches use these children to fight each other so that they can get more like not land per se, but it's like, yeah, like more territory, like in a modern day. It's so weird. It was so weird and so messed up. So like, yeah, think of Pokemon, except the kids are the monsters and everything ends up like bloody. They're like killing each other. It's crazy. Anyway, throughout the story, you have to struggle with watching the main character, who, as I said, is just a kid, and he gets transformed into this familiar, and he has to go through this gigantic change, all the while wanting to go back to how his life was before he got tricked into meeting this woman. And yeah, he just wants simple kid issues, which is getting a new video game and like being nice to his girlfriend or something like that. And he can't even stay in the sun. And then the nerd kid, because he gets bullied, he wants everybody to suffer or something like that. So everything in the main character's world kind of changes. And oh my gosh, when I think of 𝔼𝕟𝕛𝕚𝕚 and what could have possibly been the inspiration for it, I think, okay, I'm thinking Tokyo Ghoul, a little bit of Devilman Crybaby, maybe sprinkled in with a little bit of Parasite, and I don't know, like those would be the three. Those would be the top three. So if I'm saying that, then you gotta read 𝔼𝕟𝕚𝕚. And with me saying that, I would hope that this gets animated. It's probably not, but I would hope it did. I would hope that Netflix picks it up or something like that. Like, I don't know. It needs to be animated. It's so good because it's terrible. Like, oh my gosh. Either way, the story was an amazing read, and I'm kind of mad that it ended on such a bittersweet but entertaining ending. I really think that they're not going to animate this mess, but whatever. If they animated Higurashi, then why not? I'm gonna keep my hope alive. Anyway, that is my favorite horror manga. If you guys read it, tell me what you thought of it. And if you haven't read it, tell me in the comments why you haven't. Either way, if you liked the video, then please leave a like. It really helps me out a lot. And thank you so much for watching. I am going to make more videos now. Okay, bye.